Q Colwyn, and welcome to 2019's final edition of Regional News. A man of Guyanese parentage was arrested and charged with 5 counts of attempted murder after he allegedly stabbed 5 persons who were celebrating Hanukkah on Saturday in New York City. The suspect, identified as Grafton Thomas, 37, was arrested on Sunday by 2 lawmen at West 144th Street and Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard. Thomas's lawyer, Michael Sussman, has stated that the suspect's mother, Kim Thomas, a registered nurse, moved to the U.S. in the 1980s. 37-year-old Thomas, a former U.S. Marine, is accused of bursting into the Monsey, New York home of Rabbi Chaim Rothenberg. Rothenberg was hosting a Hanukkah party when Thomas carried out the attack with a machete. In addition to the attempted murder charges, the accused was also charged with 1 count of burglary. Bail was set at US $5 million and Thomas remains jailed. A statement from the family issued by Thomas's lawyer stated that he has a long history of mental illness and hospitalization. He has no known history of anti-Semitism and was raised in a home which embraced and respected all religions and races. He is not a member of any hate groups. Family's pastor, Reverend Wendy Page, said Thomas had been suffering from mental illnesses and that his family believes that the condition was the cause of the alleged stabbings, not hatred towards Jewish people. He was busted for allegedly possessing a 38 caliber revolver with a defaced serial number in Brooklyn in March 2011 and for punching a police horse in Manhattan in June 2002. And now we turn to news from Jamaica. Dozens of persons ran from a KFC restaurant on Sunday after a rat ran across the menu board just as hungry persons were preparing to collect their favorite pieces of chicken. In a video circulating online, an employee at the fast food chain, apparently startled by the rat's presence, quickly grabbed a broom and took a swipe at the rodent. A large number of persons exited the facility while expressing disgust and shock at what was taking place. Restaurants of Jamaica ROG, the operators of KFC, yesterday expressed great regret at the situation, even as it claims to be serving the best products of the highest quality to our customers. According to the brand manager of KFC, Andrea Rupert, the occurrence was highly unusual, unfortunate, and isolated. He said the quality assurance and operation teams have since carried out comprehensive inspections and sanitization of the restaurant involved. And for news in Trinidad and Tobago, the Southwest Regional Health Authority, SWRHA of Trinidad, has described as inaccurate the information that a 75-year-old man came back from the dead after suffering a heart attack on Boxing Day. In a media release, the SWRHA said that the Facebook post titled "Back from the Dead Xmas Gift" details a very inaccurate account of an acute situation which attempts to injure the reputation of the dedicated healthcare profession at the San Fernando General Hospital and the SWRHA. The SWRHA, however, did not point out the inaccuracies as it cited patient confidentiality. The post from a former government minister said that Ahmad Kad, 75, of San Fernando, who had several previous heart attacks over the years, awoke after being pronounced dead at the San Fernando General Hospital on Boxing Day. The social media post also said that Khan suffered a heart attack and was taken to the hospital by an ambulance that night, and upon arrival his heart stopped beating. Khan was officially pronounced dead for about 25 minutes at 9:15 p.m. last night, 26 December 2019. After the relevant documents were signed by the relatives to take the body to the morgue, Khan woke up, now moving his hands and foot and even talking. Since last, the family has been awaiting for a bed in the ICU, the quote said. The SWRHA added in its response that it maintains and protects the confidential information of all patients and reiterates our staff commitment to the provision of excellent health care. And finally, in Jamaica, the rural district of Coria Georges Valley, Jamaica, woke up to blood-curdling screams for help about 5 a.m. from a neighbor who was shoved outside her house by her 29-year-old son, Jayon Leon. It is alleged that he then bolted the door behind her and proceeded to murder her husband and his 75-year-old father, Roy Leon, otherwise known as Barry or Sparrow, a tradesman. His throat was slit and his body dragged to the front step of the family home, where the suspect partially severed his head. Leon would have celebrated his 76th birthday in February. It appears that the alleged killer showered before changing his clothes. Jewer's aunt, who gave her name only as Miss Cherry, said that the younger Leon had an argument with his father and wondered whether the discord carried through to the grisly death. Manchester has recorded a 35% increase in murder, according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force Periodic Crime Statistics Review. Shootings and rape are also showing worrying increases of 34.1% and 39.1% respectively. And that was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining.